This tutorial is made on special request by Mr. Hitesh Patel. Today we'll learn to create an ActiveX combo box with list of all worksheets as drop-down values in it and navigate the worksheets using combo box. So let's start. To create a combo box, we'll go to Developer ribbon, click on Insert, and under ActiveX Controls, we'll select Combo Box and draw one by clicking and dragging in this manner. If you cannot see the Developer ribbon, go to File menu, Options, Customize ribbon, check Developer here and click OK. Since we have a combo box in our sheet, next we need to do is change its property. So we'll go to Properties and change the name of combo box to CB Sheet List. You can change any name of your choice. Next we'll have to list all the sheets in the combo box in such a manner that whenever a sheet is added or removed, the list should automatically get updated. So for this we'll have to use VBA. We'll go to Developer, click on Visual Basic, or we can even press Alt F11. We'll select our index worksheet. Now from this drop down, we'll select worksheet and select activate from this one. We'll just remove this because it's not needed. So now whatever we write in this function will run whenever the worksheet is activated, means whenever we select the worksheet. We'll first declare a variable for worksheet, dim ws as worksheet. Now we'll loop through each worksheet. For this we'll use for each ws in this workbook dot worksheets. We'll close for each with next ws. Now inside this for each loop, we'll extract the name of the worksheet and add it in the combo box list. So we'll write me, which stands for the sheet we are working on, that is index, dot cb sheet list, which is our combo box name, dot add item, space. Now we'll specify what to add in combo box. ws, which stands for our each sheet, dot name, means name of the worksheet. So this statement will add the name of the worksheet in the combo box. So with this piece of code, whenever the index worksheet is activated, this code will run and add all the names of the worksheet in the combo box. Now there is a problem here. Every time we activate and deactivate the index worksheet, this code will keep on adding the worksheet names in the combo box, thereby duplicating the names every time. So in order to avoid this, we'll have to first clear the list of the combo box and then add in the worksheet names. So before for each loop, we'll write me dot cb sheet list dot clear. So this will clear the combo box before adding the values. We need to fix one more thing here. We don't need the index sheet in the combo box list. So we'll have to check and add only if the sheet name is not index. So inside the loop, before adding, we'll check if open parenthesis ws dot name space not equal to space double quotes index double quotes close parenthesis then. So this statement will check if the sheet name is not equal to index, and then only it will enter the next line. And we'll close our if after the adding statement with end if. Okay, now let's check our code before we move ahead and link sheets with the combo box items for navigating. We'll close this window and come out of the design mode. We can see that there is no item in the combo box list. This is because our code will only run when the index sheet will activate. And this sheet was already activated before we wrote the code. So let's change to another sheet and come back. And now we can see that our combo box has list of all our worksheets except index as we specified. Now let's once again deactivate and activate the index sheet, and we can see that the items are not duplicated. Now let's add a couple of sheets here and check if they are included in the list. And we can see that the new worksheet are also included in the list. Now let's remove these sheets and check if they are gone. Well, they did. This means that the code till now is running as we expected it to. But when we click on the sheet name, nothing happens. This is because we have not written that part of the code yet. So now let's write that. We'll go back to the design mode, right click on the combo box, click on view code, and we have a function of combo box created for change event by default. Events are important to understand. So if we write our code in this function, then it will get executed when this event will get triggered. That is when the value of the combo box is changed. And this is exactly the place where we have to write the code. So whenever the value of the combo box is changed, we get navigated to that particular sheet. In order to navigate to the selected sheet, we'll write worksheets, open parenthesis, CB sheet list dot value, close parenthesis, dot select. So this line will take the value of the combo box and select that sheet to activate it. Now, before this line gets executed, we need to check if there is a value in the combo box or not. Because if the value of the combo box is blank, then we'll get an error. So we'll write a condition before this line if open parenthesis CB sheet list dot value not equal to double quotes, close parenthesis, then, and we'll close our if after our select line with end if. Now let's check our code. Let's close this and switch off the design mode and select a sheet. And our code is working perfectly fine. So this is the way we can select a sheet name from the combo box and navigate to that sheet. Let's do one more thing. By default, the value of the combo box is blank, which doesn't look good. So we'll give it a text like select a sheet. To do this, we'll go back to our code, and after adding all the sheet names in the combo box, we'll set the value of the combo box to select a sheet. We'll write me dot cb sheet list dot value space equal to space double quotes select a sheet double quotes. We'll copy this line and paste it after we select the sheet. So once the sheet is selected, the value of the combo box is reset to select a sheet. Now, before the sheet is selected, we'll also check that the value of combo box shouldn't be select a sheet. So we'll add one more condition along with blank space and space cb sheet list dot value space not equal to space double quotes select a sheet double quotes. Now let's move on to the next task, which is by default all our sheets should be hidden, and when we select the sheet from the combo box, only that sheet should get visible and activate. No sooner the user clicks on the index sheet, the earlier sheet should get hidden again. So we'll go back to our code in VBA, and over here, after we are adding the name of the sheet in the combo box, we'll hide that sheet. ws dot visible space equal to space Excel sheet hidden. And now over here, where we are activating the sheet with select, before that we'll unhide the sheet. Worksheets open parenthesis cb sheet list dot value close parenthesis dot visible space equal to space Excel sheet visible. Now let's test this. And this is working perfectly fine. There is one more thing remaining. Although everything is working as expected, but when we'll close this file and open it again, the combo box will not get all the values of the worksheets pre-populated. This is because the event trigger for adding the values is when the worksheet is activated. So, to fix this, we'll have to write a code to select another sheet and select back index sheet, which needs to be triggered when workbook is opened. So let's go to Visual Basic, double click on this workbook, select workbook from left drop down and select open from right drop down. And we have our function ready to trigger on workbook open. Now let's write our code within. Sheets open parenthesis 2 close parenthesis dot visible space equal to space Excel sheet visible. So this line will make the second sheet in the workbook visible. Next we'll activate it. Sheets open parenthesis 2 close parenthesis dot select. Now we'll activate index sheet again. Sheets open parenthesis double quotes index double quotes close parenthesis dot select, and we are done. So now whenever the file is opened, our list will get pre-populated. So that's all in this video. If you found this video useful, please like and share with your friends. And if you have not subscribed to this channel, do it right now and press the bell icon besides the subscribe button so that you don't miss on any new videos that I upload. Thanks for watching.